Hi guys, my name is Courtney. I'm a nurse practitioner, but I'm also a registered nurse. So I'm going to go over some of the questions that your school wants me to answer, and then we'll get to some really cool stuff that I have sitting back here, some cool tools that I get to use every day. So I currently work at the Florida Department of Health. My education, it took me 4 years to become a registered nurse, and then 3 years after that to become a nurse practitioner. I actually have my doctorate degree, so another 2 years after that to get where I am right now. So a total of 9 years total at a university, and then plus, middle school, high school, elementary school, all of that. Job satisfaction. So my job's pretty cool. I get to help people all day long. People come to me because they're sick or because they're well and they want to stay well. And I get to teach them how to stay well, and I get to help those that are sick to get better. And it's super cool. I love it. The dangers of my profession, being around sick people. You might get sick more often yourself. Right now, the biggest concern is the coronavirus. I'm sure you all have heard all about it. You have to be extra careful and make sure you're washing your hands really well and very frequently, and make sure you're wearing the right protective equipment when you go around people that you're concerned that they might have the coronavirus. But I'll show you some of that equipment in a few minutes. The challenges, being a nurse practitioner is pretty challenging. You have to know a lot of stuff about a bunch of different diseases. You never know what the next person's going to come in with, and they come in needing your help. So you need to make sure that you know as much as possible about as many things as possible, so that you can always make sure that you're helping everyone as best as you possibly can. In this profession, I'm always learning. I'm always reading new information, taking online courses so that I can learn more. Why I chose my profession. When I was young, I was in middle school. I met a nurse. This nurse was taking care of my grandmother, and she took such great care of my grandmother and my family, and she sat down and she talked to me and explained to me what was going on, and asked me, how I was feeling about it, and helped me to cope with it. She just taken those extra few minutes made such a huge impact in my life that I decided right then and there that that's what I wanted to do when I grew up. I wanted to do the same and make the same impact in other people's lives. So why is my job important? This job is super important. Without nurse practitioners, there would not be enough providers. So a provider is a healthcare provider is someone that you go to when you're not feeling well, or that you go to every year so that you can get your shots and make sure that you're staying healthy and you're growing the way you're supposed to grow. So without nurse practitioners, there wouldn't be enough providers out there to see everybody and keep everybody well and take care of everybody when they're sick. So the kind of personality that would be best for this job, you would need to be comfortable talking to people and interacting with people that you don't know. Basically, your entire day is filled talking to people that you may have never met before. And you have to be comfortable doing that and asking questions and talking to people and answering questions and just getting to know people, because the better you can get to know your patients, the better it is to help take care of them. So we'll get to a few tools. This is my number one tool. I use this on every patient that comes in. This is called a stethoscope. It's got little earpieces. I have my earbuds in, so I'm not going to be able to put it all the way in my ears, but you put it in your ears like this, and then this end here goes on your heart, and we can listen to your heart and make sure it's beating the way it's supposed to. And then we'll also put it on your lungs and tell you to take deep breaths. And that way we can listen to your lungs to make sure they're clear and make sure that you're not having any breathing problems. So that's a stethoscope. Some of the other tools, especially like when I test coronavirus patients, I have to wear a lot of other special things. So right now, I am an essential employee. I'm working for the health department. We are testing people for the coronavirus, and we call them back if they're positive. And we ask them who they've been around, and then we call those people that they've been around every day to make sure that they're not getting sick. And if they are getting sick, we have them come in so that we can test them. My job right now is to actually do the test. So basically, what happens is I will test the essential healthcare workers. So that would be like firefighters, nurses, nursing assistants, physicians, kind of stuff like that, people that work in the medical field. So I test them if they develop any symptoms. When I test people, I have them pull up outside so that we don't infect anyone else that's in the building. And I meet them out in their car. And I wear a special outfit, and that outfit is called Personal Protective Equipment, or PPE. You might have heard that around, like on the news and everything. So that equipment consists of the following. Take off my lab coat so I can actually show you, and I'll put it on for you. So the first piece of equipment that goes on is a hairnet, and this goes on so that in case the person that has the virus that you're testing coughs or sneezes on you, just lift your hair up, put it all in. Usually it would go over my ears, but I want you to be able to hear me through my earbuds, so I'll leave it up. The next piece of equipment that goes on is the gown, and this goes on to protect your clothing in case they cough or sneeze on you. This goes on, and it gets tied here. In here, and then the bottom piece gets tied to wrap it around your belly so that it doesn't go anywhere. After that goes this special mask. So this is called an N95 mask, and it's a special mask that really only people that work in healthcare should wear. It's very difficult to breathe through. It's very thick, and it makes sure that like really tiny particles don't come through it. So the particles like the flu virus or the coronavirus, we can't breathe it in when this is put on. And you have to get specially fitted for this, so you have to make sure that you're wearing the right size mask to cover your face. So it goes on pretty easy. You hold it, tap it, bring one around, and then the other one around. And then you take your hands, you take a deep breath in, and then a deep breath out. And then you pinch the nose part. Then you put your hands all the way around, and you just make sure that you can't feel any air coming all the way out around it. That lets you know that you have a good seal and that you're protected, okay? So after that goes a face shield. The face shield protects your face and your eyes in case the person that you're testing spits on you or coughs on you or sneezes on you. So that goes over like this. So it doesn't come all the way down. So I like to pull it down a little bit so that it kind of covers the rest of my neck. And then the final part, gloves. See, my mask is getting kind of foggy. So now I'm ready to go test somebody. So the way we test, this is the testing sample here. And I'll open it and show it to you. So this little piece right here, it's pretty tiny. It feels like a feather. It goes in the nose. Go all the way in the nose, and it tickles a little bit. Then you pull it out. And then we send it to a lab. Then we take all of our equipment off. And then we go in and we finish our day. All right, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch my little presentation on what it's like to be a nurse or a nurse practitioner during this pandemic and during the coronavirus. Bye.